Ramadan. Good afternoon. 12:53 my way. 12:53 p.m. Yeah, this is Ramadan. Ramadan beads 777. So today, I just want to say I hope everyone is having a prosperous day so far. The day is still rolling, and so we are still in the grace of God. And so, I just hope that everybody is surviving and growing and doing the best that they can, being the best that they can. So I came here today. I got a topic, and I was thinking. Welcome everyone that's here that wants to join. I see a lot of people and stuff. Invite, another host go live together. Let me get used to TikTok before I start doing all that. So I want to get the information out. So again, this is Ramadan, and I'm just here, just greeting everyone. I have a topic of today. Wait, before I go there. This is Ramadan, bead 777. I want to give a shout out to my aunt, my auntie. It's my great aunt's birthday. And so the thing is with her, is she never really knew if her birthday was October 8th or the 9th. So she always celebrated both days, because, she's 95 years old. So, when I say they, our ancestors, our people, our family, our loved ones, back in the day, a lot of times they didn't keep track of births and things like that. It wasn't recognized due to slavery. And so she didn't know what day her birthday was. So she celebrated the 8th and the 9th. But she is still here with us. My Margaret Mitchell. It's my auntie right here. We call her my dear. She's my dear. Yeah, she's still here with us. She's in Arkansas. And so today is her birthday. And so I'm just feeling and moved and just blessed to be here and stuff. So I know she probably won't be listening to social media, but a lot of my family members and people that know me, they'll know exactly who I'm talking about. My dear, this woman, man, I had the chance of living with her for 1 year when my mom was getting herself together. And stuff, and she was just, when I tell you, this woman is so phenomenal. I mean, she loved so hard. She treated me like her own. She never treated me like a stepchild. Me and my sister and stuff. She's a very loving mother, and she didn't take no, she didn't take none of it. And so this is Libra month, so I just want to wish her a happy birthday, and most definitely celebrating in my own way. So I just want to get that out. No, she's still here with us. It's not like she's not here. She's still here with us and stuff. So I'm in good spirit. So today, again, this is Ramadan, and I decided to discuss liberal women in this society, and I'll try to be careful with my words because I don't want to misinterpret. I don't want to offend anyone. And I most definitely ain't trying to make a fool out of myself. So, but yeah, the topic is going to be about 2025 liberal women. For those that don't know me, my name is Ramadan. I'm new to the whole platform. I have a lot to say. And so I decided to start now at this time, at this age, to start making iPods and speaking and stuff. I have so much to offer and to give through experience, of course. And so that's who I am. Just a lady, just a regular lady. So anyway, 2025 liberal women. I guess I'm trying to help others understand people as such as like me. I didn't grow up in a certain type of background where it's a planned marriage and things like that, and stuff like that. I happen to be from the U.S., right? So we all know our history, and I know that I didn't get here, just just got here. I know what it took for me to get here. So I know that my bloodline is through slaves. I know this very much. I'm very educated. However, back in the day, and even today, like in certain societies and places, where women have to be subject to men, and that's just how it is. And I'm not speaking down on anyone. I'm just trying to help you guys to understand that there are people like me that did not ask to be here, but is here, and people are trying to understand such a woman, and so this is where I want to inform everyone that back in the day, you had to be a certain type of way. And I had to live by those rules. Don't, unless you're spoken to, don't speak. A child is supposed to be whatever, cared for, but not heard, that type of stuff, and I grew up from a strong bloodline, you know what I'm saying, where, we couldn't do a lot of stuff. When I say we, meaning the girls and women had to act a certain way, had to be respectful, especially in front of your elders, and vice versa, and the men too. I come from that. However, I'm not born into like religion or spirit to where I have to be, a certain type of way. And so in today's 2025, it's something very, interesting about 2025, because I feel like I got to 2025 to start opening up. I kept telling myself, when are you going to open up? When are you going to start doing your videos? And I kept saying, I'll do it next year. I'll do it next year. I'm not ready yet. I got to get ready. And then finally, this is the year. I just say, you know what? I'm going to do it now. I'm starting now. I see everybody on social media. Everybody's talking and everybody's, it's all cool. I love it. I love it all. There's some really talented people out there, and I really enjoy your content and stuff. A lot of times I'm laughing and stuff like that. I respect my elders. I respect children, and I feel like children should be children. And as long as a child acts as a child's age, I am all for that child and supporting that child and making sure I'm there to support any child. I love children, any child. I'm going to teach them the right way. Excuse me. Today's liberal women are very different. It's not. Let's talk about the stereotypes. Men, per se. They say that black women are loud, they are moody, they are angry and mad and things like that. That is not entirely true. Sometimes life can beat you over the head and people just don't know how to be. People don't know how to be a woman because they come up from childhoods and different childhoods and stuff, and nobody ever took the time to teach them or had the patience. Some young people, women, they were out at a really young age and they weren't guided. They were misguided and misled, and so situations are different. And so 2025, where I stand is that we're liberal type of women, meaning we understand that there is an indifference. We understand it. And when I say we, I'm talking about women like me. We understand that there's an indifference in this world. We understand, of course, I'm a woman, and I know I'm a woman because I can give childbirth. I bleed every month. And so on and so on. And I know of a man, and I know that a woman cannot have a child if it's not without that seed, without that, not trying to take it there, but I understand my role. And so today's world is that, no, I wasn't raised strict. So I didn't have an arranged marriage. I'm not first time U.S. citizen. I've been here around these 50 states or whatever, 51 states to be correct, literally correct or what have you. But a liberal woman is a woman that understands that people are different. People are going to view her differently. People are going to have an opinion. That's a person's right and their will to be that way. However, women, liberal women, they pay their respect by standing out and being that standing out and excuse me, and stuff like that. I just wasn't raised that way. So if you see me, it doesn't mean that I belong to a certain category. If it makes sense, I don't belong to a certain category. I am just a regular woman that have went through life and that is sitting here speaking with you all through a phone, through social media. I know that it's going through different sound waves, and it's getting to India. It's getting way to Canada, and so forth and so forth. Hong Kong, wherever you want to say. I mean, it's going to it, and I'm aware of that. But there are women of me that was born into slavery. Not in an arranged marriage, where I am very free spirited. And it's true, because you're looking at me in the flesh. I am free spirited. So I don't want to be titled in a certain category. You're a loose woman. You're a wild woman. You're not married. So, shame you, Father, Lord. Look, don't do that. Don't do it, because I didn't ask to be here. And like I said, I fought. I have fought to get where I'm at, and, just women nowadays, you have to be able to be willing to listen and understand from a different point of view. Everybody has a mother, because you wouldn't be here without one. So everybody knows the strength of a woman, okay? Because you men cannot push no baby out your behind. So we know that, so we have an importance, and we're very important people. And I just felt that I just wanted everyone to know that in the U.S., in the United States, in the world, there are people like me. Maybe you weren't blessed in that situation, and my blessings go to you. My blessings go to you. Keep on pushing. Keep being strong. God sees you. You're here for a reason. And so that's all I can say. But yeah, liberal women, they don't belong to a certain type of crowd. We're open. We're open to people's suggestions. We're open politically. It is just what it is. The word says it's politically correct. Liberal. It's a woman that liberating. So it's a woman's worth, and I'm all for women's rights. There is a certain respect and a certain standard I have to carry myself, and women need to carry themselves as being a woman, most definitely. And it doesn't take away from me. It doesn't take away from me if a woman wants to live a certain type of way to make her money, or because it's how she was taught. I understand her, because I'm a woman, and I understand it. So for 2025. Things are very interesting. Nowadays, you see women used to get hung for being smart. Women would die and burn up for being smart. They were not allowed to be smart, because they were looked at as, they can get smart enough to leave their abusive husbands. I mean, you can argue that, but it's the truth. And so we're very strong beings. We may not show a lot of emotion, but there is a lot behind a woman. And so, I just wanted to say to others that remember that you were born from a woman. So when you think about treating a woman less than, think about that. She doesn't have to be with you. She doesn't have to do for you. She doesn't have to be loyal to you. She doesn't really have to do that. But she really does it. She does it because she wants to. Because maybe she was learned, and maybe she learned to like where she is. Maybe that's just the way it is. But that does not give you a right, or anyone, to disrespect a woman. Just because you can do it, just because she's soft, just because she's feminine, just because she bears children, just because she's strong. If anything, lift her up. And the physical shouldn't outpower a person just because of what a person does for you. I would want a person to love me for me, truly love me for me, than what I can do for them. I would want a man not to just fall in love with my cooking. Don't just fall in love with my cakes and desserts. Don't fall in love with all these material type of things. I want someone to fall in love with me that cannot be without me, that says that is the woman for me. I cannot let her get away. I have to have her in my life. I have to breathe her. I'm looking for that type of man. A man that can say it, that can speak it, that can be that indifferent man. Like men, everybody says men are this way, men are that way. This is to the right man. And so being a liberal woman, yeah, we do talk, yeah, we are smart, but we never try to be smarter than anyone. We're just women beings. You understand me? And when you really think about it, just know that you came from a woman, and there's always going to be women. So as much as you try to fight us and kill us off the race, we're still going to be here. We're not going anywhere because we are the nurturers. We're here. We're here for a purpose. There's a reason why we are here. It's not just to, in the Bible it says, there are reasons of what a woman is supposed to do and be and act as. Okay, I get it. No disrespect. No disrespect. I just want for people to see woman's worth. That's the point I'm trying to make. If you bring out the best in your lady, then she'll be the best for you. If you love on her and you do that one sweet thing for her, she'll be sitting there just pondering on it all day. Like, man, he was so sweet today. He, bought me flowers, or he acknowledged me. He said, you know what, baby, this meal is good, and thank you. I know you're tired. Thank you for standing on your feet and cooking for me. Thank you. When a person says thank you and they're appreciative, that makes a woman feel like, what? I feel so appreciated. I want to give him the world because I want to build in him the way I want him to treat me. And so when it comes to relationship, it's a 2-in-1, and so today's 2025 liberal women are that we are awakened. A lot of women are awakened. I just happen to be here at this time in 2025, October 9th. I just happen to be here. I didn't ask to be here, but I'm here. So, to my ancestors and different, my ancestors and things, they prayed to have freedom. Those my ancestors prayed that one day we would be treated equally, that one day we'll be able to be, our children will be able to learn and get good teaching like the white folk and all these other things, and I'm not trying to offend anyone because I am part white too. I'm white Indian and I'm African. Yes, I am. I'm Creole. I am. That's why when you see me in different type of lights, because that's who I am. This is my great aunt, Medea. That's my auntie. So we're very colorful being people, and so that being said, just take the time, and stuff to really give back. If you want your lady, your woman, your wife, your daughter to be respectful, and you want them to listen to you, you want them to respect you. I said listen to, respect. Because a person can listen and do. You can say, you going to have my dinner done at this time. You have it done or else. And then he walk out the door. And so in our mind, we're going to do that thing because we know we ain't trying to get beat down. So we're going to go in there and cook that meal. But don't you want a woman to respect you? To really, really pray for you? To really be like, I pray that nothing happens to this man on his way home. I pray that he has a blessed day, that he makes money for our family. Don't you want a woman to really respect you? You don't want to be respected? So just think about that. All that bad shaming and stuff. Yeah, this is today's world and things like this happen. That's why it's out there. But there are some women that are just really smart. I'm not trying to be intimidating to anyone. Although a lot of people will be intimidated. I'm a single woman, meaning I haven't been married. I've been married before. I'm divorced. I would like to get married. I'd like to follow the Bible, at least to a certain extent, meaning with all my might, I'm going to try to be a righteous woman. I'll die trying. I'm going to continue to live, by the Bible. And no, I'm not perfect. And I do ask for repentance. And God is a blessing and forgiving God. Because by his grace, I am here. And you all are here. So his grace is sufficient. And so as long as I keep my mind on God, you know what I'm saying? He's going to send me that husband. He's the one going to send me the husband. He's going to send the right man that's going to come and is going to stay. You know, he's going to come and stay with me. And I know this. So I don't worry about, oh, I got to hurry and find a good guy before they're all taken, or I got to fight through 7-10 women just to get to this one man. A man knows what he wants. And if you want to keep her, you want her to respect you and love you, just be tender to a woman, be soft to a woman, because you were born from a woman. So to all you type of men's out there that are, man, I almost went there. I don't want to be disrespectful. I almost did. I almost said something. But, you know, all those men that mistreat women, let's just say like that, just because it's a sport, just because it makes them feel macho. Yeah, I told that bruh. I told her. All that type of, who are you doing that for? You're trying to pump yourself up. You're trying to pump yourself up. Like, why you got to do all that to pump yourself up? Just be who you are. Just be a man of your word. How about that? That works. Be honest. You don't have to lie. That's why you're an adult. A person, if you ask a person a question, you're asking them a question. So how they say it to you, you still ask for that question. So you got to be willing to take in what you give out. And so just, you know, it just draws, I wish I could draw everybody back to the drawing board, you know, when we were younger, you know, and where you just learn certain rules, you know, how you respect, boys are to be this way, girls are to sit with their legs closed, boys are to work hard, and girls are to learn how to be a mother someday, but be, you know, just all these type of things. I wish that we could all go back and basically see that we are here bought with a price, that we're not working in our own accordance. A brilliant person did not come up with the idea that I'm going to make the world. Who can make the air? Do you know somebody that can make the air? Who is God? Who can make the air? The wind? You know, the wind, the weather. Who can change the weather? Who can do that? Where did Earth come from? Where did stars come from? Where did the moon come from? Where did people come from? I ain't talking about man-made. Oh, I built a house. I'm an architect. I'm a this. I'm a that. I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about it as supernatural. I'm talking about the natural, that things that people walk around thinking that that they have an entitlement, and they don't. I'm talking to men and women. People think they have an entitlement. Like, you just God's gift on earth. Like, you just arrived here, and because some woman or some man made you feel like you were superior, now all of a sudden you walk around thinking everybody should treat you that way, and you need to be demanded, you need to be respected. Can you see me? Do you see me now? Do you see me now? We see you. We see you, all right, and we see you've been touched by an angel. That's what I see. You don't have to boast and prove who you are. You could just be yourself. So I'm a very liberal woman, mother. My children, I have older children, and they disagree a lot of times. They say, Mom, you are too much. You are out there showing your behind and stuff like that. And, you know, and so because they feel that way, I decided to just not follow them on social media, you know, or not try to rub it in their face. But guess what? I'm a liberal woman. My children should be happy. My daughter should be happy that they didn't have to be raised up to be made to marry a person that they never seen before. You should be happy that you have the freedom to do what you want, to marry who you want, that you were born in 2025, that that you're here. You should be happy. You should be thanking me. Thank you, Mom, for not aborting me. Thank you for having me. But children are children. They want their mom. They probably think I'm supposed to be sitting in a rocking chair and rocking my children. I love babies. I love them so much. They're so beautiful. They are a blessing. They're little angels, all of them, all different colors and shapes, and they're so perfect. They didn't ask to be here. They're so beautiful. I love everything about being a woman. You know, I do. I really, really do. I love being a woman. I love being a woman. So, just take it with stride. Everybody's not going to understand you. My family probably don't understand me half the time, but I decided to live for me. I am not married. That's why I am able. If I was married, I probably wouldn't waste so much time and be on social media as much. Or if I was on there, you would see a lot of what I do, what my family does. And that's if my husband wanted to have a private life or an open life, it would be something that we decide to do. When I say we, I know how to be I, and I know how to be we. And when that we comes, then I'm going to be all for it. And I'm going to be ready. I'm going to tackle it and handle it the way I know how to handle it. I'm going to be, submissive, but until that man marries me and makes me his prize and says, this is the woman that I cannot live without. This is the woman that I can't see walking out of my life. I need her like air, like the air I breathe. I need for that man to be like that and feel that way about me. And I'll give you the world. I'll give you the world. Until then, don't expect me to do things for you, act a certain way. If you're giving me crumbs, don't be surprised that if one day you don't get a meal, I just decide not to cook. Every time I cook, I'm going to put a plate up for you. There's always food. I feed the hungry. I feed you. You want to eat, baby? You hungry? I feed it. I feed the world. I don't care about no food. I love when people eat my food. I love food. I love it. But don't take advantage of me, of my goodness, because there might be days when I don't feel like cooking. I say, you know what? Everybody go for what they know. Get a pack of noodles or something, and eat light. I mean, I do. When I'm fasting or I don't feel like eating, I say, you know what? I just don't have an appetite to eat a heavy meal. I'm going to have a piece of toast and make a boiled egg or something, some jelly and stuff on it. And I'll just be just as satisfied with that and coffee. And so the 2025 liberal women are outspoken. We are the outspoken women, the women that accept you for you, and we just want to be respected back. And I just want to say, when I say we, I'm speaking of other women that, I was going to say join me, but you don't have to really join me. Just understand that, I didn't ask to be here. If I came from a more of a religious background to where, and I grew up in church. I love church. Oh, Jesus, me and Jesus, we have a relationship. I love Jesus. I'm going to show you guys one day how I be up doing my little dance, man. I'll be getting down. Oh, when they be up there doing the Holy Ghost and stuff. Oh, man. I be up getting it. I mean, I get my praises. I am not afraid. I am not ashamed of the gospel. I get my praises. Even a sinner like me. God still loves me, even though I do what I do. Oh, she does tarot. You know what? Don't worry yourself with what I'm doing, because you don't know what God is doing for me. Maybe God pulled me out of the gutter and he used the cards to get me to get closer to him. Did you ever think about that? People don't. So I don't worry about what people say. So yeah, Ramadan beads 777. I start going at it and stuff, and I'm not trying to, speak at nobody, but I am speaking loudly. I am speaking stern. I am. It all comes from love. And basically what I'm saying is, at this point, while I'm waiting for my Mr. Right, I just want to get ready for him, for my king, for the man that's going to come in my life and not leave. For the man that's not going to be distracted by other women and other beings, material, money. I need a man that's going to not be afraid of me, and instead of just try to understand me. Just try to understand me. You never know. You can sit there with your mouth closed and not say nothing, but you'll never know. You're waiting for the next man to come up like, oh, I don't want to approach her because, she might reject me. It's not even so much reject. If you give a woman a compliment, say a man gives a woman a compliment and he says, "My, you're so lovely, and stuff. Your dress is very, very beautiful. You look nice today," or something. It shouldn't matter that you want to get her number, that you want to undress her with your eyes, that you want to bone her. That shouldn't matter. What should matter is that you gave her a compliment and she spoke to you back. She said, "Thank you. That's really nice of you. That's very kind of you." Thank you. That should be a chip on your shoulder, your ego. That should do it. You don't have to go all the way in all the time, man. And stop always trying to flag your pole to women, because we know that poles are out there. There's poles everywhere. But it doesn't mean that we want to jump on yours and we want to see yours. Give respect, and you shall receive respect in the same measure. In the same measure. If you disrespect me, I'm not going to, when it comes to a man, I know my role. But I'll know that I won't like you, and I'll stay away from you. That's just it. I'll stay away from you. And that's just that. We'll never meet again. You'll never get a bit of my time. I'll never talk to you. And I'm going to act like I don't even know you. I'm going to play God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. You give me respect. You speak to me nicely. You try to understand me. Take time to get to know people. That's to everybody. Take it back a notch. Start loving this stuff instead of always kicking up dirt and talking about other people. Why don't you help somebody? Stop talking all that garbage. Because all you're doing is running your mouth and probably didn't even brush your teeth. I'm talking to women. I'm talking to whoever takes offense to what I'm talking about. This liberal woman is telling you. Quit talking all that stuff about other people and try building people up, men and women, children. Just because your life is messed up don't mean you can go around messing up everybody else's life. I said it. Yes, I did. I did say it. I sure did. Not taking it back. Tag, no tag back. This is Lamadam B777. And I'm about to sign off. But that's what I want to come and talk to everyone. One of these days I'm going to open up the mic and answer questions and things like that. I am curious about how people are viewing, things, topics or things they might want to say or add or and stuff or get straight. I'm all for that. Like, I know how to really, I'm very, what's the word I want to say? I guess, I don't know if it's the shyness that I get, because I won't give myself sometimes credit, with saying really kind words. And I know of kind words because I don't want to boast too much, and so I try not to boast. But I am the most understanding person with no, and I don't judge people. I don't judge. I love all kind of people. I love everybody. I am mixed with everything. I am not just African. I'm not just African. Yes, I'm black. I'm not offended by black. I'm not offended by black. Yes, black is the color of this pen. And I know that I don't look like this color pen, but I know that I belong to this category. And it does not offend me to be considered black. I know that behind that, politically speaking, is anywhere a person that is born in America, basically, within the 50-something states. And so that makes me an American citizen. I didn't ask to be here. I'm here. So obviously, my ancestors didn't jump over that, into that water. You know what I'm saying? They didn't think about taking their life. They went through it. And so this is where I am. That's where you are. You're where you are. So you're going to be you. You can't change who you are. You can go ahead and do all that stuff to yourself. It's not going to change who you are. You're still the same person. You can try to look like somebody else, but deep down inside, you're still that person. As much as you try to change your identity, deep down inside, you start changing that person. So the only thing you can do is just change. Not physically. Work on the inside. Work on the inside. The stuff that don't sit right. The stuff that have your face looking like this, like, that's to change that. Change it. Everybody's born with something that somebody don't have, or a gift that somebody doesn't use. Everybody is here. Everybody's bought with a price. Everybody has a right to be here. We have something to give. We have something to show. It's what makes the world go round. If there were no people, there wouldn't be us. So, that being said, that is my definition of a liberal woman. Liberal. Until the next time. Until the next time. I hope to see you all next time. I appreciate everybody. I see people popping up on there. Like I said, I'm kind of new to the little social media, the videos and stuff like that. It's new. I said that I would get comfortable talking and stuff like that, but I'm just trying to find my way. I'm just trying to get in, just get a little piece of the pie, just a little bit. I'm just trying to get in a little bit. Yeah. That's all. So again, this is La Madame Beads 777. I'm new content creator. I'm really just speaking the real. I'm just speaking. I feel like I have experience. I'm seasoned and stuff, and so I have a word. I have a lot of things. I have a lot of testimony, and there's a lot to know about me. I am not just the other person that you see on social media with a bathing suit on. I'm an overall average woman. I don't judge people. And if I do, God, Lord Jesus, forgive me of my sins. Forgive me of my sins, because I don't want to be that way. I don't want to have hate in my heart for no one. So with that being said, I love you so much. Go be merry. Have a blessed day. Happy birthday, Auntie Margaret. And to my grandmother. My grandmother had 11 kids, and she's not with us now. Her birthday was also today. And my auntie, my dad's mother, my grandmother had 11 kids today. And my auntie, my dad's mother, my grandmother had 11 kids. She worked all boys, and her child was a girl. My grandmother had 11 kids. She worked all boys, and her child was a girl. And she was on her birthday today. I'm just full of joy of my ancestors and my loved ones. I feel like I'm here for a reason. I love you all. You guys have a blessed day. From me to you.